I'm wormhat. In this video, I'm going to share something not created by me, created by somebody else, an awake person, female, and I just want to share it because I haven't even read it all, so I'm going to read it. Probably won't get through all of it, but you can see there's a lot of stuff. I just want to share something that another awake person is creating because that's what I think people should be doing. If you're awake, you should be trying to wake other people up, and also because the person who made this always tells me it's just a big topic. How shills and trannies, they'll fake be into this truther stuff, but they won't ever do anything about it. They'll just spend a lot of time online. They'll just spend like their whole day online making zillions of comments, but they'll never do anything about it. They won't make their own videos ever. They won't talk to people in public about this at all. It's like their job is to just sit online and talk about this. So I wanted to share this just because I think it's really important. One of my favorite videos of all time, I'll put a link in the description, is a letter from a subscriber where I just read a letter that an awoke female in Europe somewhere, she just wrote a whole story for me and I just read it. And that's still one of my favorite videos of all time. All right, so let's just get into this. That was kind of the preface. I think it's really important for other people to create work about truth. And just the one thing that I'll encourage is try to tell people that try to at least bring Jesus Christ into it at some point. That's okay to make a video about a certain truth topic or to write about a certain truth topic, but don't try to glorify yourself and make yourself out to be some great truth person. Say the truth, which is Jesus Christ opened your eyes to this stuff, and these people are satanic, and you need to get yourself on the right side and wake up. All right, let's begin. So school. I don't know how much we're gonna get through these. There's a lot of these. In a game of lies, the only winning move is to not play. It's crazy to imagine at first how very real the Truman Show really is, but real people are heavily monitored on all sides. Why do you think your early school reports have any bearing on your life at age 30? Shouldn't people grow, mature, go through cringy phases, and then grow more? Yeah, real people do. Freaks don't. At school, when nurses analyzed students' bodies, skeletons, for health problems, they were actually looking for cisgendered boys for stalking purposes. And sometimes I might just interject my own comments here. Do you guys remember the scoliosis checks? They could have been looking for inverts and non-inverts. Real men are incredibly rare, made in God's image. God's image is not a fat, thick girl on steroids. All real men get stalked and harassed to incredible degrees. Almost all 99.99% of cis females are still extremely evil and support trannies, even against their own interests. Fake people have no logic or self-preservation. And yeah, I tend to agree with this person that there are a lot of females that are a part of this cult, like my mom, and other people I know that they make the hand signs and they're a female, but they make the same hand signs. And I think real females get stalked too. Stalked, harassed. And so we'll just keep going. Pictogram. So that's what this person's calling themselves, just their alias, is a Christian cis woman who didn't grow a penis but had signs of attempted trannification. She dodged much gang stalking and subtle attempts to recruit her into Satanism. As almost all cis women are evil, everyone blindly assumed that Picto already had a penis or was already satanic. That's how they got off easy. Real men cannot blend in, always get monitored and harassed at all times. I think this is true. I mean, I don't really get harassed. I get left alone a lot. Maybe it's because I'm awake now, but when I was growing up, yeah, people were always doing psyops on me and treating me like dirt for no reason. I'm sure it happens to bio females too. But real men really stick out in a crowd because so rare. I agree with that. In school, kindergarten, a child's behavior is tracked to a ridiculous degree. Children have tantrums and problems, but grow out of them. Real people would never catalog that. I think that's a good point. Isn't that kind of sick? Having all these teachers, it's a whole system of monitoring and writing things down. And I guess I can tell a little story. This just reminds me, I was going through my mom's papers, old photos, one time, and there was an old report card of mine from kindergarten or something. And on there, I remember I had all good marks and everything except skipping. I had really bad marks in skipping, and there was a note about how my skipping was really bad. I just thought that was really funny. What are they doing? Testing children and giving me, oh, your child needs to work on their skipping. It kind of also reminds me of if you have a child and you go to the doctors, every time at every check mark, they're gonna have this huge list of things. Oh, your child isn't doing this yet. Well, we better keep an eye on that. I don't know what the deal with that is. They want you to, if everybody doesn't fit their cookie cutter, government sanctioned, doctor approved timeline steps, if your child misses one of those things, they have to start monitoring you. And it really is scary when you think about how much people just let authority figures like doctors and school teachers just walk all over them. All right, let's keep going before I get sidetracked more. But freaks are obsessive. Every aspect of their soulless, vapid, fake lives revolves around effing with humans in private. They only talk at length about stuff nobody cares about. Freaks go to great lengths to exclude humans from their shitty secret clubs, but have insane meltdowns when humans exclude them. That's true. Like the trannies always have their own little clubs that they hang out with together, but they're always pitting real humans against one another, trying to start stuff between them. I can just say from experience, I've tried to get together with other truthers through things like Discord, just a chat system, and it gets flooded with shills, and the shills just are horrible, horrible tranny creatures, and the way they act, it's just like the tears in your life. They just work together and have these secret side things where they talk about you probably and talk about, oh, they're so dumb they don't know that we're trannies, I guess. I don't know. What do they talk about? Stupid stuff. But anyways, they like to infiltrate stuff. If real humans make their own club or whatever, if real humans try to get together, trannies will always sneak into it and try to inject themselves into it. They're like a virus. Hypocrite. My name is tranny. Martins are the most egregious, misogynistic pieces of crap. Castrati are the most screechy feminazis. It's true. Retards are probably the most protected class and shielded from all criticism, but no one can stand those creeps. Why is that? I think that's a pretty funny statement. Yeah, I think it's because people that are retarded they are that way because they're a failed tranification in utero. That's probably why they have all the abortion stuff too. Oh, your in utero tranny is screwed up, so want to get rid of it? Have you ever seen a lengthy downy with long arms and long neck, straight spine, lean, narrow hips? No. Have you ever seen a pinhead with sloped shoulders, big hips, short arms? God made real people with care and love. God knew you before you were conceived. God makes no mistakes. Satan poops out thousands of translets with no quality control. Birth defects are 100% freak made, but blamed on other causes, or even blamed on God, who did not do this. And I'll just put here, and the person who wrote this knows about this too. All those fake children diseases and a lot of times it's like a vinyl doll. It's just some weird doll that's painted all strange, and they say, "Oh, look at this child with a crazy disease." It's like a prop. A lot of those childhood illnesses are just complete BS. Tards are the bottommost worker drones of evil society. Every single internet shill, 100%, is a tard who can use computers. All right, this is long enough. So maybe that's long enough for my first video. You guys can let me know what you think. I think stuff like this is amazing. Just awake real humans. Truth, just speaking truth. And I'll just end by bringing this together, just because this was a top thing in this school. In a game of lies, the only winning move is not to play. And it just reminds me of Luke chapter 6:29. And unto him that smiteth thee on the one cheek offer also the other. And him that taketh away thy cloak forbid not take thy coat also. I think it goes along with that. Just don't play the tranny games. If a tranny comes up and slaps you, you just say, okay, so what? Give me another one, right? God bless you, tranny. And same thing, it reminds me of just you can see this, the verse right before, bless them that curse you and pray for them which despitefully use you. All these trannies, you're just supposed to say, you're not supposed to associate them. You're just supposed to say, you know what, God bless you, you're a tranny, and that's the end of it. It hits them. Like, I think of in video games, some video games, if there's like an undead creature and you cast heal on them, it hurts them. And so think of them, they have their black magic, we have our white magic. It's just, if you bless a creature or you just say God bless you to them, it's like kryptonite. All right, God bless everybody.